But I've got this
nice.
dragon. I've got a Daggerheart set. Is this both of them? Why do I feel like this
is Daggerheart? I've heard mixed things from it.
I have not actually played it yet, but like it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, my camera doesn't want to autofocus. But yeah, there's these really cool like purple. It's hard to see. I'll try to take better pictures of it, but they're gonna be a giveaway. I'm just kind of waiting to hear back from them about one thing.
Nice.
But I've not played Daggerheart. I've heard people like it though. They say like the character creation allows for like more diverse, but like specific character creation because you have your ancestry, and it's like an ancestry and a backstory that like kind of co-depend on each other.
Right.
I guess. So I don't know. I've yet to play it.
I've heard that it's kind of like a mix between like Blades in the Dark, like in systems, and like it's like D&D mixed with Blades in the Dark, which is just kind of more RP heavy.
Yeah, that's what I got. I listened to a few of the one shots from when they were still in like the really early stages of getting Daggerheart pushed out. Sounds like a pretty good one.
Add it to the list of shit that I need to keep an eye on.
I got to see them do a demo of it over at PAX U last year. They were doing like a quick little one shot. It was fun to watch.
That'd be fun.
Nice.
Like the actual Critical Role cast was doing it?
Yeah,
or just
not
some folks from
all
Gairn
of them,
Press.
but Matt Mercer was there. I honestly don't know the rest of their names because I don't watch Critical Role. But the blonde lady was there, and then they had a couple other guests with them. I forget what her name
All the cool
is.
kids are doing it.
Probably Laura Bailey, I would guess. If not, it was Marisha Ray or Ashley Johnson, one of the three.
It was Ashley Johnson.
I love Ashley Johnson is my spirit animal. She's so funny. It's just the goofy crap she does. It'd be like campaign 3 of Critical Role. We've been doing this for 10 years now. She's like, oh crap, what do I do?
That's
panicking.
me with any game, bro.
Right? Or she buys a lot of like very decorative dice and she's like, crap, I can't read what this one says. Like that's a 6. Ugh.
I'm always nervous about my audio because I always seem to have issues. And as I look down on my phone, I have 2 YouTube notifications. One, obviously, for this one, and the other one says, "Your audio sucks. Fix your mic settings in OBS."
Oh,
damn! I feel called out.
Rude.
So rude.
It was just one of Night Owl's posted that just happened to be lined up like that.
Nice. Oh, where? Oh, it's live now. Cool.
What? Who? What? Where?
No, you're fine. I was just like, I better get the stream pulled up, just so when it starts, I'm ready. Oh, it's live now. Oh no. Hope I wasn't like picking my nose or something.
Don't worry, I blurred it out.
I don't remember if I told you. This is probably way back before we took our little break for when I was at the Ren Fair, but I do plan on making, at some point in the future, I plan on making actual Rivermuck craw balls as a real thing.
I've been wanting to as well, actually.
I've got to find the right ingredients to actually make it, and then I got to find the pan for it. But that is definitely on my list of actual things to make.
I feel like it would be really good.
See, I think you just need to create a T-shirt. I've had craw balls. Or something like that.
Shit. Speaking of t-shirts, I need to show y'all this.
Oh boy. Because what's the actual name of the city that we're in?
Gairn.
Gairn. Okay. I went to the city of Gairn and all I got were these craw balls. Or something like that.
Completely, but...
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
I'm patented. That's great.
I made that in Jackbox and just like fucking we all started rolling and just like we just all decided to get it. There was also another one of a little Grim Reaper on a skateboard that just titled Ghost Fucking, and we're just like
Oh my gosh.
And it was such a tough. I just like I
Oh,
wanted to
that's
get
good.
both, but I'm just like, nah, I can't take that one to work. That would be hilarious though.
I recently had some crawfish risotto. That was really good. And I was like, oh, now this makes me want to make craw balls for real.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to just do it one of these days. Just like get everything on Amazon that I need, go to the store, get all the ingredients, and just go for it.
Yeah, I've been debating on making a short rib ragu for the past like
Ooh, that sounds
month
good.
or two.
Do it.
Like, you know how expensive good quality short ribs are?
Yeah.
Especially
Even
right
if
now?
you go to like
Terrible.
Yeah. Terrible. Just
tragic.
terrible.
Tragic.
Horrible.
Well, I guess I should introduce the stream. What's up, adventurers? Welcome back to the last draft, episode 3 of Rivermuck Mysteries.
Robot mystery.
Oh man.
It's been a little while since we last played, so before we hop in, we'll do a little bit of a recap here and see how much I actually remember of what we did. But we started off with our adventurers coming to the River City Gairn in the Felware province in the Empire of Karth, where strange disappearances have been occurring in the poorer sections of the city. And through various threads, our adventurers find themselves pulled into solving this mystery, whether it be through a lost son, whether it be through by the request of a trickster god, or through a kind of strange pull from a secondary thing in your head.
Something beyond the stars.
Yes. You were recruited by the
Star League to defend the frontier. Sorry.
You were recruited by the Adventurers Guild Guildmaster Pharaoh Telk, and they put you in contact with the Cloak, which are the criminal organization that helps keep the balance between the Sheps, which are the city guard that sort of run things in this city. You got a couple of different leads where you were talked to about how, there are disappearances going on in the poorer parts of the city, namely a place called the Scummery, which is a sort of broken down and just ignored section of the city that the guards seem to be fine with just letting slip into the riverbank. And you also were told that they believe that these disappearances were being ferried through the use of riverboat vessels by the one of the trading companies in the city, the Rose Quarter, which was headed by a merchant who became matriarch of a noble family through marriage, Callista Riven. After having done some snooping around at said Rose Quarter, Thrail discovered some individuals with revolvers after talking to a man who was one of the workers of the Rose Quarter, who decided that he would just go on a break and let Thrail go ahead and do his snooping, and if he got caught, it's like, oh, I don't know, man, I was on my break. I don't know, I didn't see nothing.
I ain't seen shit.
Exactly. Through which Thrail discovered that Silas's kid was supposedly seen but not recently captured. So he's got that going for him. What else? Also, I believe Silas followed one of the city guards that seemed to have some kind of investigation going on when he talked to said Callista Riven, the matriarch and the person who runs the Rose Quarter, and followed them and sort of came to the discovery that this rookie shepherd was having a unofficial investigation of the goings on and the disappearances, because a senior guard of his seemed to be implicated in the crimes. After the party all met back up, you decided to head towards the back of the Rose Quarters Trading Company's headquarters to confront these strange revolvered individuals, and proceeded to use a lot of crowd control to absolutely kick their asses.
Not sorry.
Almost dying multiple times in the process, man.
True. With the strange blood magic that these individuals seem to wield, where they, after having done damage, seem to be able to create these blood tethers that attach to whoever they damage and allow them to do additional damage. So there's some kind of strange blood magic occurring as well. After disposing most of them, I believe one escaped.
We have one scraggler.
And there's also one that you captured, which I believe is the one who was the leader as well of this little sect.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we killed him. The one up by Thrail, I think that was chased down and extinguished, and the one who got out the front door, as the building is currently burning down.
Yes. Oh, that's true. The building is currently burning.
Building's on fire.
Not my fault.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not D&D unless the building burns to the ground.
There was a house in the way of my fireball. It's not my fault. It shouldn't have been there.
It jumped right in the way. You know, you couldn't help yourself.
It pulled a "Get down, Mr. President" for that young guy. He was like,
and so yeah, we start with you guys having dispatched most of them and have this guy, I believe he's unconscious, and wrapped up by whatever the spell was. I forget what the spell was. Savard's Black Tentacle or whatever.
Yeah, the Black Tentacle.
Silas is like, if you're standing right next to Vague, you see him and Strange both like riled up and just like panting heavy, and then just in a minute you just like, I'm tired. And just Strange just kind of droops down. They're just like, they did both look lethargic and just want to take a nap.
You hear the windows turn off.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna release the Black Tentacles so that we could actually collect our quarry here, but
perhaps this is not the best place to be doing questioning. We're gonna gather quite a crowd looking at the fire. We might want to find another location.
The fire does seem to be spreading.
Oh yeah, fire, building on fire. The blood is the water is literally turning to blood just from all the people we killed in the water.
That's true, and also as I don't know if you guys remember, but as you killed these guys, they evaporated or not even evaporated, dissolved into massive pools of blood.
Yeah, just goop. We gooped them.
So yeah, the canal is beginning to turn scarlet.
Gross. All right, well, let's. Thrail, come give me a hand with Vague here. He needs a nap. I'll get the big boy over here. We need to go somewhere more private.
I can only carry one at a time.
I can walk. And just like, you just see him just kind of just shuffle.
You sure you can walk? All right. So I'll go over to the big fella that we're going to take with us, and I'll pick him up and sling him over my shoulder is better, like fireman carry, sort of.
I'll
Drag
say
him
that
off.
the Adventurers Guild is fairly close to here. If you wanted to bring him there, or if you wanted to avoid the Adventurers Guild, because there is a sort of stigma between the Adventurers Guild and the ships of the city, you could also just find a random alleyway.
That would be incredibly awkward. Just bust through the doors and like, hey, we need to interrogate this guy real quick.
I mean, it's an Adventurers Guild. I feel like that probably happens more often than you'd think.
Fair enough.
Well,
You just
technically,
kick the
it would
door
be
down.
It would be a little bit better than going into some like random hotel and being like,
Do you rent by the hour?
Oh,
unconscious
God.
bodies
Have this
with us.
unconscious guy slung over your shoulder.
Private room.
Just kick the door down. Be like, yeah, this is normal. Don't mind us. Yeah, I'm good with the Adventurers Guild. I'm sure at least most of the people there will be mildly adjusted to this sort of behavior. So I feel like that's our best option.
I'm voting for a random alleyway, just kind of farther away, because one, we can
keep an eye out to see who responds to this besides the local constabulary. And if we have to dispose of the bodies, it's not like there aren't a bunch already there. We can easily sneak these on top of those.
Plus, they kind of just explode when you fucking kill them.
They kind of dispose of themselves, really.
I don't want to get fined with having to clean a room at the Adventurers Guild. I agree with Thrail. Let's pick some random alley, and if they croak, then we ditch them.
Let's make sure that there's a sewer grate, because then it would be an easy cleanup.
You just pour them down a sewer grate. Just collect them in a bucket.
just laying on
Here,
step
before you
top.
die, can you stand in this bucket?
Just let him
Honestly-
stand like Davy Jones, just standing up big ass.
Yeah. He's just 1 foot in each bucket. Just stand there. So when you die, you just kind of goop into the buckets. Makes cleanup way easier.
I think that's easy enough to find a alleyway that's far enough away where you won't draw as much suspicion, but close enough that if you want to keep an eye on who comes to the Rose Quarter headquarters, you can. And there are little grates, little like drains that drain to. It seems like the streets here are built above the water, so there are some like little drains. So if he does goop,
He
Good.
turns into soup.
All right. Who wants to question him and who wants to keep a lookout?
You'll see Vague just hold up this like, Strange can get what we need. He knows how to get into the minds of the people.
I'm not going to ask how, but I'm going to trust your judgment. I'll go watch the alleyway to make sure nobody spots us and intrudes on our little meeting.
Okay. And just like, let's see. Hopefully I'm using this right. I forgot how you can't really click it and have it go into the chat window. But yeah, like
should be able to.
I've tried with mine, but it doesn't work.
I
But
copy paste the description out and just post it into the chat.
That
you
works
know
too.
what? That works too. That works too.
You
So
read
Vague,
his mind.
yeah, Vague is going to go up to him. It's just like very like groggy, swishing his hands and everything. And you see him grab both sides of the dude's head, and you just see like
Jerks awake as you do that.
you just see this like strange. You just see Strange just kind of just extend out of the side of his head. Like Vague's eyes just go cockeyed and slack, and just like it just see like he just rises up and just implants on the dude's forehead, and you just hear this sucking sound, and just like
I'm horrified.
Like,
D&D
Silas can just
cephalopod limb just suction cups right on his forehead.
Silas can just hear it from the alley. He just goes
it
with this slow turn with a look of horror. He's like, nope, I didn't see anything.
like, have you ever seen those? Was it?
That's
those-
not how Spock did the double mind meld, but whatever.
You ever see like those parasitic worms that just like they like spread out into different branches and tendrils? That's kind of what's happening to his forehead.
Gross.
And it's just like, and Vague is going to use detect thoughts. Hold on a sec. And he's going to
I
try
got it here,
and
too.
dig deep, I guess. Is he copy Babushka?
Babushka.
Until
Before you dig deep, the initial surface thoughts that you hear are, "Oh God! Oh, what is this thing?"
It's licking my thoughts. Oh God!
the colors, I can taste the.
Like it takes some weird shit to freak out a dude who's using blood magic.
I feel it inside me.
You shake the core. It is
What
like
is your saving throw? Or do you save
it's
DC?
let's see, save DC for me. 17.
Okay. That is a failure.
Nice.
By quite a
And
lot,
it-
actually.
Either way, the target knows that you're. Let's see, contested your intelligence check. If succeeded, the spell ends. Let's see, questions. Okay, so I can question him. That's what I'm seeing, Burroughs, right?
You can question him, and then you'll see. Even if he lies to you, you'll basically be able to tell
Yeah.
what he's saying. Even if he lies, you'll see the truth.
Yeah, you'll hear like Vague's eyes are like rolled all the way back, and you just hear it is as he's grabbing this dude's head, and this is happening. You hear, "Speak your questions." And he's talking to like Thrail and Silas.
Who is it that you're working for?
Who do you serve?
He's like trying to wrench away from the tentacles, but you guys have him bound, so he can't. And he says, "I don't work for nobody. I work for the Rose Quarter." But you see in his mind that he works for directly for a guy named Adamar, who I forgot to mention in the intro is one of the you learned from Tor, which was the name of the guardsman that you followed, Silas. That Adamar was the somebody that is working with the head of these blood mage guys. And he is the person in charge of these disappearances.
Okay, so Adamar is the one responsible for the disappearances.
Right, but you also you see in your mind the flash of a cloaked figure with these really pale hands, which I think is the second time that you've seen this figure.
Vague, while just like after he says that, after the guy says that, he says, "Lies. He works for Adamar. Adamar is in charge."
Where can we find Adamar?
Where is Adamar?
He's like struggling against your mind meld. Like, I'm not gonna tell you anything. But you see a cross section of canals that leads up to what looks like a flat wall. But then you see it looks like just a metal ring that you would tie a boat up to. But if you twist it in a specific way, the wall lifts up briefly and leads into the underway. So you see like a passageway, and you can kind of figure out just from his thoughts where that passageway is.
And he said it turned the what to open it?
There's a metal ring that you would tie a boat to. If you turn it in a specific way, the wall lifts up.
Does Vague see the way to turn it?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Vague will say, "Lies. Follow the cross section of canals to find a wall." Turn the ring. Open the door.
What is Adamar after?
Oh, Pyro's gone.
Oh god, they killed kind of egg. Crap, I'm running away now.
he's gone.
Hello?
Oh good, he's back.
Yeah, the magic was too strong.
The guy's mind broke and all of existence just gone.
Big just kind of passed out for a second and like blacked out.
Yeah.
You ask what Adamar is after.
Yep.
What does Adamar see?
You see in his mind that he is working under orders of this cloaked individual to gather fuel, which you are now realizing means the disappeared folks, that he views them as fuel for something. And you also get the feeling that Adamar is in charge of recruiting people to whatever this order is.
Vague relays. He gathers fuel for the man in cloak and shadow. He recruits those to his cause.
Where is he gathering the fuel? Where is he taking them?
Is there a question limit, or just like, or
It's
do
just
I?
the spell duration, right?
Yeah, the spell duration for it
So a
is okay.
So we'll say this will be probably your last question.
Sounds good. Until I use the same spell.
Yeah, totally. His freaking mind is gonna be scooped out after this is over.
He's
His
all
mind's
fucked
gonna
up for
goop.
me.
Yeah.
His mind is gonna goop. You see, as he's just like struggling, he's like fully stopped responding to the questions and is now just trying to fight against the mental hold that you have over him. But the tentacles are really throwing him off from being able to do that. You see that he doesn't know exactly where the fuel is being taken to, but all he knows is that it's deep in the underway, which is the underground section of canals that are like not fully explored.
Okay. The fuel resides deep in the underway. And after that, you just hear the suction cups just just coming off, and just like it just see like kind of strange just kind of slither back into his head, and he's like and just kind of like tastes like jam.
I'd like to take the opportunity of the discombobulation from everything disconnecting to just stab the guy in the throat.
And as the blood starts to squeeze between his fingers, you see that his head just kind of caves into itself and dissolves, and his body slowly dissolves until he is nothing but a pool of blood and clothes and equipment.
Yeah, Vague will look at that and just say, "That's probably why he tasted like raspberry."
See, I told you guys it was a good idea to put him in the buckets.
Silas,
Only
go
one
ahead
man
and-
would send a raspberry agent against me. Lone Star.
go ahead and give me a perception check, Silas.
Oh boy. Perception. Oh, 17.
Nice.
You see after a few minutes after you guys got into this alleyway that someone comes rushing out. screaming about a fire. Looks like just like one of the civil, like one of the clerics or whatever. And I mean like clerical as in like one of the clerks.
Secretary,
Yeah,
desk
secretary,
worker.
exactly, yeah. Comes running out screaming about a fire, and then a few minutes later you see a like brigade of a bucket brigade show up and start funneling buckets from the canal into the warehouse to get rid of the fire. And then a couple minutes after that, you see a bunch of ships show up.
While all that's going on, I'm going to reach into my purse, pull out a coin, and I'm going to take my knife out and kind of etch the coin just a little bit and get it like a really good close look at it. And then I'm going to slip it into the coin purse of the other unconscious body that we have.
I only think you had the one guy.
Oh, I dragged the other one that I got.
Oh, okay.
I thought that guy
Yeah,
was dead.
I grabbed the big guy. He grabbed with the other guy.
I
Yeah,
thought you
there's
only
not
had
two guys.
one.
That's fine.
Okay. Maybe I'm misremembering. I thought that the only one. Maybe you did. If you. Yeah. Let's say you have that second unconscious guy. That's fine.
Yeah, I beat him. I thought I dropped him down to 0 non-lethally and wanted to question him in case we couldn't get questions out of the other guy. So I want to plant this coin that I am now very familiar with on his person, and then suggest that we leave the area quietly and just leave him there.
Cool. Also, I kind of forgot to do this, but as that guy gets killed, and that spell fades.
That's
vague.
not
I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, give me. Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Wisdom. Brain blast. All right. That's 15 plus 2.
Oh wow!
17.
Oh, brain blast
Um,
indeed.
As you go to pull your mind away from this guy, you feel again. You felt this before. You feel a mental block stopping your mind from going back into your own brain, and the spooky music. Is it this one?
The vague
Not
you are looking
spooky.
for is no
It's
longer
kind of
available.
mysterious.
Please leave a message, and he will return your call as soon as he comes back.
His eyes are just rolled back, and just like his mouth is open, you just hear the dial tone. Dee, 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 dee.
Thrall just sighs and throws him up over his shoulder.
Yep, there it goes.
Oh, I
My
thought you were
brain
just gonna
stopped.
say put like a quarter in his mouth and just kind of bend the dial.
How do we get this working
You
again?
You see a flash of white that then fades away to a dark cylindrical room made out of stone, lit by a flickering torchlight. Stationed along the perimeter of this room are about a dozen stone slabs, each of which is occupied by a motionless body. Attached to each of these bodies' wrists is a thin tube that rises up towards the center of the room and then dips back down, like draping over a hook above a familiar stone basin at the center of the room. And you see their blood continually draining into this stone basin filled with crimson that somehow never threatens to spill over the rim.
Does Vague recognize any of this?
You have seen this. You have not seen this room in its entirety before, but you have seen the stone basin of blood before. After you cast the magic on Tor, the guardsman that Silas talked to, you saw this as well. You also see the cloaked figure looming nearby, standing before an altar made of pale green bone.
The familiar stranger.
He is cowled, and all you can see are those pale hands that seem to glow in the torchlight. And you hear him speak. Enter, Darren. A half-elvish man enters the room wearing the distinct uniform of the shepherds. His face ashen, pupils dilated in fear. And he says, "Please, sir, let me..." "Silence." He falls silent. "Approach." He slowly, stiffly approaches the mage, his legs as though made of wood. And as he stops before the mage, he doesn't turn to face him, but he says, "The guardsman lives. It was your task to kill him and capture the girl. The peace is still required. If I am to corrupt the oath between the Duke and his lords, I must have it. The ritual will fail otherwise, and all my work will be for naught." This is the first time you've heard of something called the peace, but you feel strange kind of wriggle in your brain. You see the mage reaches out and grasps Darren's wrist and raises it up over the basin. "You were a waste of fuel. I will reclaim what I can from your useless vessel." And he whips out that dagger that you've seen before, that pale green bone dagger with the serrated edges, rips it across his flesh, and you see the flesh tears open and blood starts to pour into the basin. Darren shrieks, "No! Please! If you provide me another body, I can..." "No!" And then as his body connects with his blood connects with the pool, his body starts to get pulled into the basin. He's struggling against it, but the skin of his hand boils and melts away into blood, followed by his wrist and his arms, and this pool of blood begins to swirl in a miniature whirlpool that slowly pulls Darren into its depths, drop of blood by drop of blood. Before long, all that remains of Darren is a bloody and stained shepherd's uniform.
It's into the so he was pulled into the basin, right?
Yeah, you see as he's getting, like, his blood hits the surface of it, and so basically like that blood tether that you saw before just starts pulling his body into the blood pool, until he's fully gone. The mage scoffs and says, "As though a failure like you deserves another of my vessels." But then he, like, straightens, and then he turns and looks directly at you. "Who else dares to peek into my magic? Is it you, guardsman?" "No." His eyes widen as he stares at you. "It could be you, my failed experiment. You were dead. The beast consumed you. Months of work! Damn you!" And you see he reaches out towards you, but you feel kind of strange grab your mind and wrench both of you back into your body.
Okay. I met my dad. Yay.
Look at that. At least one kid has found their father.
Oh, damn. I was not expecting that.
Rude.
Father. If Silas is still holding on to Vague, as Vague snaps back, he just starts flailing like. It's like,
what the hell? Hold still. What are you flailing? Stop it!
As he like gets off, is like, bodies, basin, crimson whirlpool, Darren.
Who the hell's Darren? Sit down.
You actually silence.
You're gonna
When he
cause a
says
scene.
Darren, you remember Tor, the guardsman that you spoke to, talking about his senior guardsman, Darren, who he said that he killed.
Well, you said Darren?
Yes, Darren.
Darren. I know that name. That was That was the name of one of the guardsmen's. It was the guy above him, I think. Isn't Darren dead?
He's dead again.
What do you mean again? What the hell happened to you? One minute you're standing there looking like, well, you. Next thing you know, you're flailing around, slapping me, screaming stuff about whirlpools of blood and Darren.
You have to admit, it's not the oddest thing he's done so far.
No, to be honest, I'm still a little worried about the thing and the suck into the guy's head. That I'm gonna hear that sound for weeks.
It's not the worst sound he can make, but that's besides the point.
Oh my god, that screenshot of you is so funny.
Well, damn.
It's just like, yeah, yeah. But vague is like, shit, like mental fog. Almost like it just like vague says Darren is dead again. He works for the man of pale hands, cloak, and shadows. They use vessels of blood into the sanguine pool to create more vessels. It is a system.
Vessels of blood. Like, well, I mean, we're all vessels of blood. I mean, you cut me open, you're gonna bleed. I'm gonna bleed, right? What do you mean they're vessels of blood?
All blood.
Well, you saw what happened to the ones we killed.
Yes,
That's
like
not
I guess they
exactly
kinda-
normal.
yes, like the raspberry man, but
Like-
more.
Yeah, Raspberry Man. Yeah, so like more like entirely made of blood, not just filled with blood.
Yes.
Now, question: when I stabbed the guy in the neck and he dissolved into the puddle, did the puddle move or did it just stay
It just
there?
blooped.
Just
It just
blooped?
turns into inert blood.
All right.
The blood goes back and creates anew. Also, Dad? Huh.
You talking to me? Listen, I struggle enough to keep an eye on one kid. I can't take any more kids. I'm not gonna be your dad.
No, not you.
Oh.
No, not you.
Whew, thank goodness for that.
More incompetent. I just like that vague is just kind of little weary, and they're just strange. Did you see too?
You feel that kind of strange whispers in your mind about the piece that he said is important. Whatever the piece is, it's a piece of something important.
Right, the peace. And you guys just hear like vague say, "Strange, you feel that too?" He's like, "All right, the peace. We must find the peace."
I think he's lost a piece of himself.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely lost a piece of his mind.
Come, we go find the cross section. And just like vague just starts heading in a direction.
Well, I guess he's got some sense of a direction, so I mean, let's
Gonna
go,
look
I
over-
guess.
Before we head out, I'm going to look over at the burning building that somehow mysteriously caught fire and just see if there's any other Rose Quarter type people there.
You do see the like front desk guy, and then you see looks like a couple more guards, but these ones don't have revolvers on their hips. They're just
Okay.
carrying like regular pikes.
So probably not to deal with the other people.
You don't think so?
Okay.
As Vague walks, you just see him stop dead in his tracks. Just like, never mind, we need to sleep. I'm tired. We go rest and just start looking for an inn.
I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just gonna follow him. That was a hell of a fight, and now we have a lot to think about. So I'm gonna just kind of follow along with him, find
Yep.
some place to get some shut eye.
Same.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to regroup after some food and rest.
Sure. You guys find a tavern called the Golden Wharf, and it's just a small little tavern a few blocks north of where the Rose Quarter headquarters was. Like a little 2-story with like maybe 6 rooms, but it doesn't look all that busy on the inside.
I'll go up to the innkeeper.
I'd like your best room that can fit 3, please.
You see a sort of dusky-skinned tiefling with braided hair. He a snapped-off horn, and he says, "Yeah, I can do that. Just for one night."
Just one night, and bring dinner too.
Dinner, let's call it 10 gold.
Pass it over.
Scoops it up.
And then I'll drop down another 5 gold.
He like,
And we'd like that
you guys
to be
are
a
all
private
covered
dinner.
in blood, and he does not bat an eye. He says, "You know what?
A room and dinner, please."
I'll also send him some hot water for you."
I throw down 5 more gold.
And we'd like to not be disturbed.
Yeah, there's like a dude's looking at
didn't
Vague.
see you
Vague
come
is
in.
look. If dude's looking at Vague, Vague is looking at him, and a mini version of kind of strange comes out of Vague's mouth and just kind of licks his eye and just goes back.
You're right there, friend.
Yeah.
I look over, I see that. I look back at the tiefling. I throw down 3 more gold coins.
For your mental trauma, sorry.
For therapy.
I'm gonna drop a couple gold on the counter and say, do you happen to have any kind of I don't know, some kind of a cleaning kit? I gotta get this it's covered in gunk. You got something I can clean this with? Some brushes or some towels or something? It's
pulls
got a
out
bit
like
of goop.
like a little spray bottle, and he hands you a bar rag.
Thanks, I appreciate
Will
that.
that
I'll
work?
bring it back. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. Thank you.
You guys, as you guys walk away, he's just shaking his head like fucking adventurers.
What do you do?
Yeah. Silly kids.
I'm going to head
Right.
up to the room and wait for some dinner to be served and work on cleaning and sharpening all my blades.
Yeah, as like
Yeah, somebody comes up eventually and fills a wash basin as well, with hot water. They eventually bring up what looks like roasted bass, mashed potatoes with some peas.
as like you see like Vague just take off his robe because it's like covered in blood. If you get a good look at his body, he looks very thin, and his entire body from back to forearms, like up to parts like up to the back of his neck going up, are just covered in different carvings and marks. It is like of sigils and runes you probably haven't seen before. And there's a heavy bandage over his chest of what you can see is just like a red spot in the center of his chest that doesn't look like it's healed.
Just gonna stare at it for a minute, just kind of. Do I say something or don't I? Is this a sensitive subject? All right, I gotta ask. What's with the big old bandage on your chest? I don't remember you getting hit there when we were in that fight.
I vaguely look down and look back up. I was stabbed.
Oh, wonderful! Great story.
Yes. When I woke up, I had the knife in my chest.
You didn't like wake up in a tub of ice with a few organs missing or anything, did you?
Oh no, I woke up in a dumpster.
Oh, a dumpster. How pleasant. Anyway, I'm gonna be over here. I've got a lot of things to clean. He's shaking the gunk out of the joints.
Oh, Strange can get that. It is like he holds out his hand for your prosthetic.
Okay. I'm kind of, I'm kind of curious to see what this thing does. Here you go.
Yeah, they're just like, and you Vague will hold it up to the hole, and you just see Strange kind of do that blossom thing as he turns into the phalanges and just start digging into the crevices, just cleaning it.
I'm gonna wait by the door until I hear someone bringing the food, and I'm probably gonna step out of the room, grab the food, and then come back into the room rather than have anyone come inside.
Last thing we need is more people traumatized by this group.
True.
Yeah, after a minute, just Strange will just hand it back. Just will guys kind of extend out, hand it back. It's dripping with something, but it's clean.
Huh. Oh, great. I gotta clean that out of there now. Okay.
The spray bottle that he gave you is just a very, very strong alcohol.
Oh.
Like as you get your hand back, you're like, ooh, damn. It's like in the one episode of Parks and Rec where he's like, its only legal use is to burn barnacles off of speedboats.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Take a whiff of that. Go. Whoo.
No,
That's it's probably a good thing I didn't use this. That would have melted right through it. Damn. I wonder what the hell kind of. You thought we were a mess. What does this guy get into? He needs this kind of. Smell this.
I
just pass it around.
As Vague smells it, you just see Strange just kind of just stiffen and just there's no reaction on Vague, just Strange is and just slithers back in and just that's.
I've made it a personal rule. Anytime someone says, "Here, smell this," I decline.
With the older brother, same thing.
Oh yeah.
As we're starting to kind of eat dinner, and I finished cleaning up one of my swords, I just flick it over my shoulder back towards the door, and I say, "Bulvasmir," and the sword will just start to hover right above the door with its blade pointed downward.
Who controls your sword? What unseen hand guides it?
It controls itself.
Not gonna guard the door or something, or
Yes, I would recommend you not sleepwalk tonight and try to leave.
Duly noted.
The stories your sword must tell to have a mind of its own.
It has a sharp wit.
I gotta go back to eating.
You feel as though Loki is smiling down on you, proud of that joke.
You made God chuckle.
Well, this is actually the name of the sword, and it's basically translates into curse maker or mischief maker.
Oh yeah, I could totally read that. Yeah, he's like, I get that vibe.
But it can also be used as a word for Loki.
Oh, nice. Volvasmir?
Yep.
Nice. Gonna put that on my album cover.
Nice.
Ah, yes. Blovasmir. That was the name of my rock band in high school. All right. Well, I think my arm is sufficiently cleaned. I think I'm gonna hit the hay. I'm tired. Well, I'm assuming that food's already been here. We've eaten.
Yeah.
Food came and whatnot.
Yeah, just like you see,
Make sure my guns are reloaded and everything, and then I'm gonna hit the hay.
yeah, Vague washes the blood off of his robe, just hangs it up to dry, and then just like you see him sit down on the bed, and just like his eyes just kind of go blank, and he just ever seen a toy just fall over, or like Toy Story when say Andy's coming, and just see him fall over. Yeah, and it's like he falls over to that with his eyes just kind of half cocked, and just like, but his if you look into them, they're like blank, and just like, and he's out.
As you all fade into your dreams, Thrail, you find yourself on a raft on a foggy river that the river itself isn't foggy, but the fog has seemed to have gathered on the banks to the point where you can't see the banks.
Okay.
And you hear a splash from behind you, and you turn and look and see that a river otter has come up and hopped on top of the back of the raft and does that like otter thing where it slaps its belly, and then it turns and looks at you, and you see its eyes are just a sheer gold.
I assume I have a familiar feeling as to who I'm talking to.
The gold eyes make you believe that this is your patron deity.
And what brings you here tonight?
In a puff of green smoke, he appears in his male form with the long black hair. And he says, "You are doing well so far. You have learned much."
I've learned there's a great many oddities in this world, and some of them are far beyond my want to understand.
Well, I appreciate that you are learning these things for me. But I want you to understand that the gods of this world are... their relationship to this world is different than my own. As you know, this is not my realm. Few followers here. And while we have a close relationship, the gods of this world are in pieces. And you see that as he looks at you, his eyes kind of glint as he says the words pieces.
Would it be one that's in pieces? Is the one that you have a wager with, or is it another one?
That I cannot tell you. But you are getting close to understanding the truth. And if you are able to reconnect some of these pieces, I will be able to win this wager.
Then it will be done.
But be warned. These pieces are powerful. And while I wish I could tell you more, there is an ancient binding in this world that forbids me from saying much.
I am on a continuous journey to find information and to understand knowledge. This is something right up my alley.
Very good. Continue along this path, and I believe you will find interesting information for sure. And I must
Isn't
say,
there... Go ahead.
your companions are quite amusing.
That's one word to describe it.
At least I find it amusing, your reaction to them.
I am so happy that I can amuse you, my lord.
You always do, and he pats you on the head.
You see his eye just kind of twitch just a little bit.
Go on, you silly little fool, you.
Should I catch you a fish, or are you done with me?
You see that green smoke appears around him, and he turns back into the river otter, and he says, I can catch fish in this form much more easily than you can.
I was hoping for a correction. I am an otter. I catch clams.
Now, is he still standing on the very edge of the boat?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you can.
And I shake the boat.
He goes like, whoa, whoa, and then just jumps in.
Just a small smirk on his face as we fade to black.
Yeah, the fog actually comes into the river and surrounds you, and then you wake up the next morning.
Interesting.
And it's like frail dreams of otters and fishing.
It was an utterly confusing dream.
Seems fishy to me.
Thrill just wakes up, just kind of doing the little on himself. We're both just sitting there looking at him like,
I'm like cleaning my face with my hand.
because you know that's what he would do to you too. He'd make you look ridiculous as you slept.
You see, wake up, look around, see what I'm doing with my hands. And there's the eye twitch again.
Oh, hey, look at that over there.
It makes it 10 times funnier because you're like a giant alligator looking.
Yes, Black Dragonborn, the otters of the of the adventuring world.
They're so cute.
It's like vague, just looking down. He's adorable.
I sit up, kind of like that little dead look, which is really easy for reptilian face to do, and then I just snap my fingers and the sword flies back to my hand and I resheath it.
That's a neat trick. You'll have to teach me how to do that one. You imagine a sentient gun guarding the door at night? How cool would that be?
That sounds terrifying. Vague just kind of just puts on his hopefully dry robes. It just like
They're a
Just-
little damp, but it's mostly dry at this point.
he's used to being soggy, so it's good.
I wish you would use any other word than soggy.
Moist.
No.
Very, very moist.
No. I rebuke that, sir.
Let's take a little bio break so everyone can use the restroom and whatnot.
I'm getting more tea. Woo.
Let's
Yeah,
take
we
a
need it.
tea.
Fair enough.
Gotta crawl, fill it with balls. That's Crazy Kren's crawl balls on the corner of Dock Street and Market Street, just across from the Shady Figures offloading cargo.
I was just on Amazon looking for a takoyaki pan, and apparently they don't just make pans; they make like little electric cookers. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is
Oh,
happening.
that'll work, yeah.
So I don't even have to buy like a pan and put it on a stove. It's literally just a little countertop thing. I'm like, hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You have to tell me how those turn out.
Well, I will.
I just had the realization that my character is that one meme like, Robert, I do not like this rock. It's
think I know
pissing me off.
Yeah, my wife keeps coming across videos with that audio, and I'm like, again?
Oh yeah, Ghost of Yeti starts like next week. Oh yeah, just like when Ghost of Yote drops, I'm gonna be legally dead.
I love Ghost
Hi.
of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's like platinum that game. I can't wait for Yote. I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna be gone. I am gonna be gone.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
You bastard.
But I feel springtime fresh, so it's worth it.
I got my little candle going on over here, and it's called Meet in a Tavern, or You Meet in a Tavern.
Oh, I love that.
It smells good too.
I thought it was deadass called Meat in a Tavern.
It would smell even better.
Smells like roast beef with a hint of Tarrasque.
What does a Tarrasque smell like?
Victory. Victory, debris, and squished bodies.
Sounds about right. You all rise. Breakfast is had. Some savory porridge with an egg on top. And some toasted rye bread.
Nice.
Fantastic.
But was there bacon? We need bacon.
Yeah, sure, there's bacon.
Nice.
Thick
Yeah.
cut.
It's always gotta be bacon.
You just see like Strange just kind of slowly slither out of the hole and just like grab the edge of a piece of bacon, just like quickly just bring it back in.
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes, making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
You take the bacon and you put it in your head
Yeah,
hole.
It makes a squelch noise.
Have you ever
Makes me lose my
seen
appetite.
where they cut the bacon pancake song with is it a Rihanna song? It's like New York.
Oh yeah.
It
Damn.
cuts together so well. It's very
It
funny.
does. Yeah, you just see like Vague just shudder a bit and just look around, just like, what the hell was that?
My thoughts smell like pork.
Just like taste in his mouth. It's like, when did I eat bacon? When did I eat a bacon strip? What?
Bacon.
My mind still smells like bacon.
So you guys
with you-
do have a couple of different leads. You do have. There's still. Tor was always like, if you want to talk, he is at a temple that Silas met him at, which is the Maker's or Lunaire, like nature goddess's temple. There is still Callista Riven, which Tor had mentioned that her daughter had been taken, seemingly by these blood dudes. And you have the crossroad canal that Vague saw when interrogating the guy. And also, you guys haven't been to the Scummery yet, as far as like where all the people are disappearing from. So that's more of a Vague.
I'm right here. Just like, would Vague know how to get to that cross section, or he just know it's a cross section for the? Okay.
I'll just say you just know where it is.
I was going to ask,
Do you remember where you were trying to take us last night?
Yes. It's like I feel it in my bones. While he's just eating a piece of toast.
Shall we proceed that way then?
Okay.
Sounds like it's our best lead anyway at this point, so.
Vague just stands up. Okay. And just starts heading out the door.
luckily he already said that he put his clothes on. Follow him
I can
out.
see. I can see that.
After about 20 minutes of walking or so, maybe closer to half an hour, you eventually come to this canal that is just past a cross section of canals, and it's like in a very narrow space with very narrow docks on either side that lead up to this stone wall.
Have you ever seen like a Skyrim NPC with no turn animation? It's just like, that's vague. Just doing the sharpest turns down hallway, about like alleyways. It's like
Perfect military turns.
as Vague gets to the section, and he sees the wall. Like he walks over towards the hook, or the ring hook, and just like turns it in the way that he's supposed to.
After there's like a brief pause where nothing happens, and then the wall slowly begins to rise up, and it strangely enough doesn't make that loud of a sound. But as you pass underneath, you notice that the like guardrails or whatever, the rails that it slides down on seem to have been like oiled up recently.
Mm-hmm.
So to limit the amount of sound that it makes.
They greased the mechanism.
As we walk past it, I'm going to wipe my finger down some of it, pull off some of that grease, and then if I have like a little empty file or something like that, I'm gonna put it into a little jar and put it in my pouch.
Sure.
Vague would turn to you and just like, why would you do that? That's dirty.
No,
Listen, adventuring's a dirty job.
it's clean grease. It seems to have
The best
just
kind.
recently been put.
Oh, okay.
Just taking your word for it. He's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Clean grease.
And as he turns to continue walking, I'm just going to reach over, grab part of his robe, and wipe my finger off.
Ew.
Just another stain collected on
Yeah, just another
stained cloak. As you walk into this little alcove, you see stone steps that lead down, and it seems to go down pretty far.
Is the lighting good, or does it start to get dark at all?
There are no torches, so you will either need to have a light source, or if you have dark vision, which maybe you do, because I feel like most races do have dark vision. Actually, Silas might be
yes,
the only
I
one that
do.
doesn't.
I don't think I don't think I do. I don't, as a wood elf, I don't think we get dark vision.
Vague would say.
Sad day.
Vague would turn to like, can everyone see?
No, I cannot.
But you do also see there is like a lever against the one wall, so it's not a one-way trip. If you guys need to exit, you can.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. I as one of my magic
you
items,
do.
I picked the goggles of night, so I do have dark vision
There you go.
actually.
You forget
No,
to put your
Never
goggles
mind.
down.
I was like, yeah, cool, like night vision goggle sound effect.
I was about to say, I thought you would have dark vision.
It might.
Because I think you're just. I think it comes from the elf, not specifically the wood elf side.
That makes sense to me.
I don't.
I had to control F on my character sheet because I'm just not used to it. But it's like on the left side of the character sheet, the second to last little box where all your
Yeah, you
damage
get it. You do
vulnerabilities.
Oh, you can say that you have
Oh.
your dark vision goggles because those are cool anyway.
That's
Yeah. Now I get double dark vision. I hate that they put dark vision over there. Like, how am I supposed to know that that's there? Come on.
Like you put on your dark vision goggles, you look into Vague's eyes, and they're just black. Just like,
Well, that's unsettling.
I thought you were gonna say that you're lit up like a cat's.
Like they're just hollow eyes and just like looks like a fucking like nightmare creature.
Do I have any tunnel pictures? Oh, hey, look. I feel like I need to change the music too.
Oh man, there's lamps right there.
Ah,
They're
son of a.
really shitty lamps.
Whoever lights the blade down here that gets paid really well.
So as you get to this entrance, you realize, Vague, that there, beyond this, you don't have. There wasn't anything else in his memory that, like, past this point. So, as you guys get to the bottom of these stairs, there is like an L hallway. So if you guys want to, go ahead and give me an investigation or survival check to see what direction you might want to go.
Vague gets to the bottom. He looks left. Then he looks right. Turns to everybody. I have no knowledge of this place.
Yeah, that'd be normal. None of us have ever been here before, so yeah.
Well, naturally, I'm going to start sniffing around.
Like literally sniffing.
Yep.
Follow your nose.
Like Bear in the Big Blue House.
Frail, you feel like the left passageway has less foul of a stench.
This way smells cleaner.
Well, I suppose you know what they say. If you don't know which way to go, always follow your nose.
That sounds like terrible advice.
And I just start walking.
No,
You also,
it is.
Thrail,
It's terrible
noticed
advice.
that it seems like there is like a sort of. It seems like there are boot scuffles. Like it seems like this way has been trod more than the passage on the right.
Okay. So follow them.
I thought we were following your nose.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. You follow this.
Also,
This
like to
passageway.
use pass without trace.
Sure. Oh yeah, make sure you all, get your spells back and your health and whatnot.
Oh shit! So
What is the duration of that?
An hour? Or is it 10 minutes?
I think so. Double check. I don't have my duration set.
I thought it was an
properly.
hour.
I believe it's an hour.
Oh boy, as if I needed more stealth.
Up to 1 hour. Yep. So I'm gonna cast that on all of us.
Nice. If you all would like to roll stealth checks then.
Let me see.
Good thing I got a +10 on that.
Solid 15.
Is it a +10 or with advantage?
It's plus 10.
+10.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 23.
What did you get, Solid?
Nice.
With pass without a trace, 38.
Nice.
You guys are walking for like 5 minutes.
We both
and
forget
then-
he's there with us.
Yeah, you're like, wait, what? That's how it's going.
I sneeze a little bit. What the hell? I forgot you were here.
After a while, you come to the passageway widens a little bit, and you start to see what looks like torchlight or like little sconces that are lit.
going to slow down a bit more and really try to key in on the sense of hearing as we continue forward.
Go ahead and roll perception checks, everybody.
That's better. Nope, that's performance.
He doesn't want to.
But I'm acting like I can hear.
You're doing one of these.
There you go. Look, how's that?
Oh, perfect. There you go.
That's a 16. Yeah.
What did you get, Silas?
Math ain't mathin'. 23.
There you go.
My brain. It's like math. Don't do it. It's bad. It's evil.
Don't count for shit.
Nope. Don't wanna.
So yeah, you come to this like kind of open area, sort of like a looks like a once was a cistern, but seems to be like dry and doesn't have water inside of it. But then past the cistern, there is a doorway, and you can see two guards standing outside of the doorway, both of them with revolvers on their hips, and they're just kind of chatting to each other. And you see a sort of padlock on this doorway. And then there is another passageway that seems to go down even deeper.
Are they facing in our general direction?
They are facing you from across the cistern, but the light is only where they are, so the like halfway across the cistern, it's mostly in the darkness. So they can't really see you because of the dark and because of your high stealth rolls. Well, 2 high stealth rolls. Silas is really helping out a lot with the 38 or whatever.
Well, luckily he's standing in front of me, so I'm hiding behind him.
I'm so stealthy I can literally hide other people. Here, get in my coat.
You just see Silas like, hey, like 2 guards up there, and everyone's just looking around, and he just kind of like takes off like a face covering, and he's just blended in with the wall.
Should we see what's behind door number 1?
Well, I'm curious. Let's and of course, it's in a very hush hush. Yes, let's see what's behind that one.
I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself and make myself look like the gentleman who we exsanguinated.
Sounds good. Oh, you actually will say that because Vague was in his brain, you know what his name is. It was where is it? Right here. Brimmin.
Brimmin?
Brimmin.
Like seeing him cast Disguise Self, Vague too will cast Disguise Self.
Oh, all right. Okay, cool. You guys have very similar spells.
Well, the sad part is he also makes himself look like the same guy. We're like, shit.
Well, one of us is going to have to change.
We're doing the Spider-Man thing. Hey.
Right. He's an imposter. No, he is.
Arrest him.
And I think Vague would have like the wherewithal to turn into like if
that other unconscious guy or whatever.
Yeah, probably the one that was in black.
Oh, you're gonna turn into the cloak
hopefully
guy?
not the other unconscious guy.
Oh yeah. I thought there was like the cloak guys. The ones were in black and ones were in red.
Brimmin
not
was
that
the
I
red
remember.
guy, and then the rest were just kind of like generic. But I just say
Yeah,
we
they were
don't
just
want
in,
to.
like leather armor or whatever.
The
Yeah.
unconscious one would be the one that hopefully would have escaped, and we don't want to look like him in case he's already come back.
Okay.
You
So,
could also
yeah.
do one of the ones that got.
Yeah, that's
The one of the guys that got gooped.
yeah. When the goopy guys.
Cool.
Them goopy boys over there. Yeah, turn them.
Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna walk up to Merrick.
Excuse me for a second. Just play along.
And I'm gonna grab his arms and pin them behind his back.
Oh, we're doing this then. Okay. Not the first time I've been under arrest.
I'm gonna look at Veg.
Should we gag him?
Rude.
And I start walking him forward.
Cool.
Vague will trail right behind. And it is like just kind of this like as usual, just kind of static self.
Cool. Yeah, as you guys approach, you see them, like, they hear your footsteps and they reach for their weapons, but then as you come into the light, they relax. And Silas, you actually recognize two of them as being one of the guys that went after your son. So like they
Like
were
down
they
in
were,
the
down, well, there, yeah. In your intro, they were one of the dudes that you saw that were next to the raft that was in between you and your boy.
Oh boy. Hopefully they don't recognize me. I suppose it was dark down there, right? There's no way they'd recognize me.
Well, you're being held captive, so
Oh, hey, it's that guy, the guy we were looking for the entire time.
Let's see. Let's see how intelligent they are. One of the guys steps forward, and he goes, "Hey, Brimmin, I see you caught Papa here."
Yes, was no small feat either. He's a wily one. I need him
Yeah, I
to take
am.
him below.
His feet are actually very large.
and I smack him upside the back of the head.
Shut up, you.
Ow! Too hard.
And in the fight, he seemed to manage to somehow disarm us. I need you.
And I'm going to cast suggestion.
Give me your gun.
Let me just look up suggestion really quick. I will say it does have a material component, so give me a sleight of hand to disguise that fact, so that you're not to disguise the fact that you are casting a spell.
There we go.
Nice. You successfully get the spell off, and the guy that spoke seems like weirded out by that request and starts to say something, but the other guy just kind of unbuckles his holster and hands it to you. Like, oh, here you go.
I grab the handle of the gun and then swivel it and put it right against the head of the other person who still has his gun, and then I let Merrick's arms go.
What a neat little trick.
Damn. Yeah, fuck yeah. Roll intimidation with advantage.
Oof. Let's see if this one works well. Oh,
Nice.
He like goes to reach for his revolver as you move, but then the cold barrel gets pointed up against his head, and he's like, all right, I don't know what you're doing, Brimmin. Well, they convert you or something.
I was converted a long time ago.
and I indicate to Merrick to take his gun.
Easy enough. I take it.
I think Vague is just standing there still in disguise, like, are we still keeping the disguise? It just kind of whispers to just like, are we still playing character?
And then I'm gonna just raise the gun real fast and then smash it right in the guy's forehead, try to knock him out.
Nice.
Cool. I'll just say you do it. Bang, knock him out.
And then indicate to the other one. Hopefully somebody else knocks him out.
Yeah, I'll punch that guy. Knock him out.
with the robot hand.
Yeah.
Metal hand.
Bang. Yeah, just a nice solid sound of a thump.
The hand goes into his teeth and gets stuck and pops off. Your
Oh!
wrist and try to pull away.
No.
Yeah, you have to pull a tooth out one of the joints.
I'm just like, Vig just spins down to him, just like pats him on the head. Sleep now.
And I'm going to check the bodies, or the unconscious ones for whatever they have, including looking for a key for the padlock.
You do find a key, and they both have like 25 gold on them as well.
Nice.
They don't need that.
And
That's
some
a tax
bullets.
right there.
Some bullets. Take those.
I'm gonna take the coins and put them in my pocket and be like,
It's a tax on being incompetent.
and is there any type of like viewport or anything on the door, or is it just a solid door?
It's just a solid door.
All right, I'll use the key and quietly open up the padlock.
You do so.
And then I motion to Merrick.
Will you do the honors?
And I step back a couple of steps.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. I
Specialized
take that
stuff.
back. I have Mage Hand. I'll just have Mage Hand open up the door
There you
while
go.
standing off to the side.
That's convenient. I gotta get me one of those.
Door opens, and Silas, you see a short figure that you recognize turn and look over his shoulder, and it's Graham, and he goes,
Gray! I'm so glad I found you. Are you okay? They hurt you at all?
you see he actually has a huge black eye on his left eye. He says, yeah, I stabbed one of them when they grabbed me, and they hit me in the face.
Well, attaboy. Good job. You stabbed your first guy. All right. I'm proud of you.
When you searched those two guys, you found a small knife on one of them. That was the one that you gave.
I'm just gonna
yeah.
pull it out and kind of hold it up to hand it to Merrick.
Ah, all right. Good job. I'm going to have to get you
sorry,
another
Tyler.
knife. Nice. A bigger knife.
Fucking vague, still disguised as the dude is like, here, take this one.
Don't worry. They're with me.
Oh, okay. Dad, there was somebody else here though. There was a little girl.
Yeah?
They took her deeper.
Oh. Did they take anybody else or just this girl?
Just the girl. She was the only one here. I was trying to be like you. I was lost down here, and so I was snooping, and I heard her, and I was trying to get closer, and that's when they caught me.
Oh, trying to be the hero for a girl. You're growing up so fast.
No, Dad. I was just no. That's not. Shut up.
Oh, Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of your friends.
Vague would just lean over to Silas and like, he acts just like you.
But
Yeah, I know, doesn't he?
She looked like a fancy girl. She had like really nice dress.
Oh. So
Is the
not
sun-
somebody they just grabbed off the street. This is like a noble or something, or some rich guy's kid.
As you say that, you remember about Tor telling you how Callista's daughter had been taken.
Is he tied up, or is he just inside this room?
He was just
locked
inside the room.
In? As they're talking, I'm just gonna like subtly just kind of motion them to get out of the room, and then I'm gonna work on dragging both of the bodies into the room, and then popping each one of them.
Okay.
So you're doing that as Graham is like telling all this stuff to Silas, and then all of a sudden, pop.
And then
Oh,
I'm gonna
don't mind
walk.
him. He's just working.
I'm gonna step out and just kind of pull the door closed behind me, like looking at everybody, and then turn around and put the padlock back on it.
Yeah, as you do that, you put the padlock back on. You see like a sizable pool of blood seeping out out of the door.
They fell down. Shall we continue?
Yes, fell down.
Or do you want to take your son out of here?
Well, did you see which way they took the other people, Gray? Is it somewhere close, or?
I think it. I mean, I don't know exactly where they went. I think they went down here around this corner. I heard her yelling, but only for a little bit, and then it was too far away.
I suggest we take him with us. We do not have a guide.
Yeah, it's honestly, I don't really like it, but that's probably our best bet. I'll give him back the knife. Be like, you take this and protect yourself. I know that much.
I'm gonna
Just
hold
make
up the
sure you
pistol.
stay close.
Why not
I'm
give
gonna
him
hold
a
up the
gun?
pistol to him.
Do you want this?
His eyes start sparkling, and he looks over at you, Silas, like, "Can I, Dad? I mean, you taught me how."
Yeah, all right. Now's as good a time as any, and yeah, all right,
Yeah,
let's do
why
it.
not?
So we'll give him the gun and give him the dagger as a
He's
backup.
like 11, right?
Something like that. He's not very old. He's like 11, 12-ish.
I mean, you know what? In this a dangerous world like this,
Gotta
Yeah.
train him early.
knowing how to
Yeah.
use a revolver is not all that unusual.
Yeah, I mean, I literally been training him to use it, so he
Gotta
knows
protect
gun
yourself,
safety.
you know?
So yeah,
So-
we'll hand him the revolver, and I'll kind of look at him for a minute, and be like, "What do you need to do first?" He makes sure he goes through like the gun safety checklist, make sure it's not chambered, make sure the
Right.
safety's on.
Make
The
sure the
big
boy.
dark
camera's
hole points at the other
down.
guy.
Always point at the ground or up, and until I'm ready to shoot someone. I know, Dad.
All right. Jeez, don't need to be so defensive.
And then when you're not looking, he spins it into the holster.
All right, I didn't teach you that, but that was kind of cool.
You see Silas like wipe a little tear out of his eye.
Just kind of nonchalantly turn away, just
They grew up so fast.
You taught your son how to use a gun, but not how to not get captured.
Hey, we held out for a little while, a couple days.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, one thing at a time. Come on.
I do believe that I can reassign Pass Without a Trace because it says for the duration each creature you choose. So I would like to definitely include the sun in on that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I think this would drop the disguise self. Probably. Most likely.
I mean, I think at this point we're beyond the disguises.
Oh yeah, I just like vaguely just cast mage armor on himself. That one lasts for 8 hours. I think
Cool.
it's not a concentration.
No.
And neither is disguise self, so I think they're both just up.
All right.
Well, I'm going to keep Disguise Self up because, you know, if we walk into anybody else, I still have the appearance of the one person they seem to know. And it's not a concentration, so I'll just keep it on just in case, because no one saw what happened to these guys. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're being alerted to our presence.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, well, Gray, you want to kind of show us where they went?
Okay, yeah, I think it was this way. And he takes you around the cistern, and you see another passageway that seems to go down deeper.
Okay.
Keep
Yeah, I
following.
guess we'll just follow his lead.
One would say we're making our way down.
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy.
Making our way underground. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys follow him down the stairs further into the underway. there do seem to be occasional lit sconces, maybe every like 15th step down, but it's a long staircase. And eventually it levels out into a large open room.
As we kind of level out, I'm gonna kind of sneak up to the front and try to look ahead. And
Here, I should have Graham roll. Man, nice. At least a 23.
yeah, better
Nice.
than mine.
That's my boy. I say quietly. That's my boy.
He's like, I've been a lot of I've been hiding a lot these past couple days.
Just kind of look over it through. You learn from the best. Having just a bunch of like really proud dad moments.
I look back.
His mother?
Oh.
Vague would just think, I think he meant himself.
As you get to this room and start to kind of move into it, you realize that there are actually a bunch of what look like dilapidated structures, like little buildings with like blown out windows that are like crumbling in on themselves. And you remember that that Gairn itself was built on top of the remnants of a city of the ancient empire, the one that existed before the world flare destroyed most of the world and sort of reset civilization. And it seems like you have come to a layer of that ancient city.
Would Vague have any knowledge of some place like this, or would he feel like any remnants of anything?
I feel like you do, actually. I feel like you have a sort of deja vu-esque feeling of being in a similar ruin, but in a city far to the north of here. And you have a feeling like whatever experiment you might have been a part of took place in a similar ancient empire ruin.
You'll just hear Vague gasp a little bit and it's like, I do have knowledge of this place, but not this place.
Good.
Another place.
As a student of history and knowledge and whatnot, would I like have a feel for where about in this particular type of a city that we're at? Like, are we like in a main thoroughfare? Are we in like a district or whatever? Looking at the buildings, the type of buildings, the architecture, all that kind of stuff.
Roll a history check for me.
19.
You feel like you are in what would have been the square of a like sort of residential area, and you feel like you are kind of close to whatever the central part of whatever this city might have been. Like if you move a little further, a little deeper into towards the buildings, that you might find like the central district.
Okay, looking around, I'm gonna kind of see.
I think we should stick to the outskirts this way, but in general, we want to head in that direction. That seems to be more towards the central area. And if anyone's doing any type of blood rituals or rites, it would seem to make sense to be in the middle of something.
Yeah, that seems to make sense to me.
All things reside in the center.
As you guys kind of follow along the edge of the buildings, you get this odd feeling, this heaviness of just feeling the weight of the past and thinking about like what life could have been like in these ancient times. And you see a bunch of like you walk past a building that seems to have a sort of lift on the outside that is now fallen away and broken into disrepair with like ancient gears that have rusted and closed shut. And you see that the buildings actually go up on these like kind of tiered sections on the wall, that you're not realizing that there's like a rim around this area that seems to go up, and each section it's like a tiered city almost, and that these lifts might have taken you up towards different sections of the city. You push your way further into the town and find a main thoroughfare that seems to head deeper.
Gonna see if, based on which direction I think we're supposed to be headed, trying to find maybe a side road, or at least sticking off of the main thoroughfare, trying to find a slightly different route to get to it, just so we're not walking smack dab in the middle of everything.
I think we could do that fairly easily. Just sticking to like the sidewalk portion and like the like little alleyways and side streets, while all maintaining, like, you'll go past a few buildings and catch a glimpse of the main thoroughfare to know that you're still on the right track.
Let's see.
And I'm gonna make note of any like bookstores, magical places, anything like that might have some kind of value, depending on how decent anything may have been preserved, but cataloging that for later.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
All right, let's see here. Let's see what we find. 16.
Yeah, you do see what looks like a small bookshop that has like partially collapsed in on itself. But it seems like relatively dry, so maybe there is something preserved if you want to give the time to rummage through.
Definitely thinking of on the way back type of thing, but you see him kind of look back to the main thoroughfare, look over, and keep heading towards the main thoroughfare.
Eventually you, as you're off on the side street, you come to a stone wall, and as you kind of trace your way back to the main thoroughfare, you see a large portcullis, and it seems to lead into some sort of keep.
I'm assuming this portcullis is closed.
It is collapsed in. They're like, the portcullis is closed, but the wall has kind of corroded so that there is like a hole that you can walk through.
Nice.
Shall we enter?
Perfect. Do we have a choice? I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's go.
Would it have been an hour or so? Because like I feel like it's.
I think you're probably getting towards the end of both Disguise Self and Pass Without a Trace. I think you have probably 10 more minutes.
Okay. I definitely. Well, I'd even say that pass probably has done and over with. But if I got 10 minutes left on disguise, I'll pick up the pace a little bit.
As you step through the hole, and you enter to a massive courtyard of stone, and it looks like sort of large mushroom trees that give off a like faint bluish glow. And you see a stone keep, and there are what looks like there are torches on the outside, and it also appears to be there is some sort of interior light. But you also see, standing at the entrance, 3 massively large dire wolves that seem even larger than they maybe should, to the point where the muscles seem to be growing through the skin and ripping through the actual skin and fur, and they're just like glistening with blood, and like dried blood is matting their fur, and you see a sort of reddish glow in their eyes.
These wolves natty, bro?
Have they detected this?
Take a guess. You would think that these wolves are on something.
The second we see them, I'm gonna put my hands out and then motion for everyone to back up.
Backing up.
And I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace again.
Like, please.
A wise decision, sir.
If anything, it covers up the stench. Oh, jeez.
Hey, wait, I took a bath. No, wait, I didn't take a bath. I spent too much time cleaning.
I just kind of look at him, look at kind of Strange's robes, and then look back at him.
What?
What are you looking at?
You have a grease stain right there. Anyway.
When did I get that?
Don't worry, it's clean grease, remember?
Oh, okay.
He just goes with it.
I think if you guys are cool with ending right there, we can pick up next week with you either sneaking past or dealing with these wolves.
I like it.
That
sounds fun.
You started saying that they were like bulging. I'm like, is this that like early 2000s Hulk movie where they had the huge dogs? That sounds exactly like what this is.
Basically, yeah.
Hey, if we ever follow the
dogs.
movie, we're gonna punch him in the nuts.
Yeah.
And it seems that we end this episode on a dire consequence.
Oh boy.
It looks like our friends are in a rough situation. Tune in next week, folks.
Where we follow our dogged adventurers further into the keep.
Next week on Rivermuck Mysteries.
Through the dog days of summer.
I can't say if they're tired, but my dogs are barking.
God.
All right. Disadvantage. Everyone gets disadvantage.
If you had inspiration, you've lost it.
You get despiration. You have to roll a
Yeah,
D8
right.
and subtract it.
You just feel so unbelievably uninspired.
Well, the despiration will go along with my perspiration because I'm sweating bullets here.
Oh, come on,
So
DM.
it's
Every dog
bullets,
needs his day.
Like Silas, because he has.
Oh, come on, DM. Every dog needs his day.
No.
Can I just remind you that we're here to have fun?
Shut up.
All right. Well, at the tail end of this game, let's go ahead and say thanks so much for watching, everybody. We're gonna come back next week to get further and deal with these dogs and see what's going on in this creepy ancient keep. So
Indeed.
yeah,
Because
Mhm.
Thanks for
we still have
watching.
to find out who let the dogs out.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? Something about bones, and we'll see you on the next quest. Bye.
Later.
Bye.